Mm-hmm. Started
Uh,
recording.
all right, all
Let
right.
me pause it right now. We'll resume it once we start the session.
Starting the meeting.
Okay. So yeah, good afternoon everyone. Hope everything is going well. Okay. So yeah, in today's webinar, we are going to discuss about what is bug bounty and how to start a bug bounty and its career and how tools resources that we are going to use. Okay. Now while we are doing a bug bounty, I would like to give thanks to Unsung Crackers for inviting us for this webinar. And today with me, I have my fellow speaker, Subhajit, for this webinar. Uh, Let me share you my screen. So is this visible, guys?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So what we are going to discuss today. How to start career in cybersecurity and what is bug bounty, bug bounty, and how to do it that. Okay, and tools and a platform that we are going to use. Okay, before we start, let me introduce you about us. Okay, let me introduce you myself first. I am Palabjyoti Boya, I'm from Assam, and I am professional information security analyst, and I am Assam was sector leader. I uh, and I am currently globally 240 security researcher under background, and I have lots of contribute to Microsoft for finding security vulnerabilities. I have tested more than 500 websites. Okay, so I can go to my LinkedIn and you can check it out. Okay, and so I would like to request Subhajit to start our webinar, and he will cover the introduction part. So yeah, we have lots of things to discuss. So please guys, stay tuned.
Thanks, Palab. Thanks for the great introduction, and thanks for everyone for joining in. By the way, am I audible? I mean, everything is good.
Yeah, everything is good.
Okay. All right. So before starting my session, let me share my screen. Palav, can you stop sharing your screen so that I can, start it from here? I mean, is it- I'm not able to share the screen because
It's done.
uh, I no no no. I think you have to stop sharing the screen from Zoom
Okay.
uh, so that I can start it from here.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let me start my note. Okay, is it visible, guys? Hello.
Ah, yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. So guys, as you know, as Pallav gave the introduction, I am a AppSec engineer and also a bug bounty hunter, and did a lot of bug bounty stuff. So today I'm going to start with how give you a glimpse of how to start a career in cybersecurity, because here I'm assuming a lot of people might be a starter. So I want to talk about how to start career in cybersecurity. Then we'll go through the bug bounty and how to how to pursue bug bounty as a career, or make a good fortune out of it. So give me a moment. All right. So how to start a career? Let me talk about this first. People who are starting right now, or people who are into some other background. So if you want to start your career in cybersecurity, how to do it? So let me categorize starting a career in cybersecurity in two different parts. One is the people who are having a exposure in technical background, and people who are not having exposure of technical background. So what does that mean? People who are students, or people who are already like a developer or any kind of technical aspects, having a technical specs in their life. So they are in the fall under the category of technical exposure, and people who have no idea about technical or computers, so they are under non-technical part. So how to start for the technical people? If you are into your university or in your career, in different career, you might have interact with or know about networking on programming, because these two are the core concepts of computer. And if you are a technical guy, you might have heard about what is networking and what is programming and what kind of networking are there and what kind of programming are there. And people who are non-technical, what they can do, you don't need to worry about, like, you don't have a degree of in technical background or whatsoever, because in cybersecurity, skills matter more than your degree. Although degree matters and education matters, but skills is first priority that everyone care about. So how you can start, although people from technical background have exposure of networking and programming, and non-technical people, what they can do, you can start learning networking and programming. Although while starting, you might feel boring with the networking and programming, because you want to start a career in cybersecurity. Now you are learning networking and programming. So what you can do, first thing, you can learn networking concurrently with the hacking. How you can do it? You can go to Google, and there's a course, certified course called CCNA for networking. You don't need to go for certifications, I mean, up to you, but you can search in Google CCNA course material, so that you can get all the materials of networking. And how you can concurrently you can pursue hacking. You can start with something called CTF, capture the flag. Basically, it's a modern word, but basically it's a challenges for hacking. And you can find it if you search in Google CTF challenges, you can find tons of challenges in the internet. So first thing is, if you have to continue with the networking and programming, and at the same time you can start CTF, what is called capture the flag challenges. This is basically the hacking challenges. All right, so it will keeps you motivate, and it tricks your mind that you are learning something in cybersecurity, and also you are learning networking and programming. Because most of the people who directly dives into networking programming, they don't find it so much of interesting, because the goal is different. They wanted to pursue cybersecurity. Now they are just learning networking and programming because they don't understand why it matters. So this is first thing is clear. If you are technical background or a non-technical background, start with networking and programming and CTF. And let me give you a brief introduction about the CTF or challenges. So how to step into CTF? Go to Google. There are tons of CTF, as I said, but most best CTF I would say for starters would be Hack the Box. So there's not a particular what do you say challenge. It's a website, or it's a platform where you can find hell lot of vulnerable machines and challenges, and you need to solve those challenges. So I'll ask everyone to get a VIP subscription of Hack the Box. It will cost you around $1,000. But although it's not any kind of promotion or something, I just wanted to make you clear, because what happens when you take a VIP subscription, you can get a write-ups. So what I mean by write-ups, people who have already solved those challenges, they write an article and steps how to solve this. So in VIP subscription, you can get this write-up. So you can start looking at the write-ups and start practicing it. And why it is important for the CTF, why I'm saying to start with the CTF, because once you start with the CTF, you will bombard with hell lot of new things, hell lot of new information that you have never heard of. So that you will get a understanding what are these things, what kind of technology, what kind of network, all this sort of things that you are reading in theoretically in, as I said, start with CCNA. So you will get all this concept in while solving these challenges. So start with this Hack the Box or any kind of other CTF. Once you keep getting into it, keep researching more about what are the any kind of new words that you find it over the internet, search more about it, what it is all about. And this is what makes you or builds you to start a career in cybersecurity. It's all about research, because no one is going to come and tell you these are the required things that you need to learn to pursue cybersecurity. No, as much as you know about computers, you are going to be very good in cybersecurity. That's the whole concept. All right. So once you start with the networking programming and hack the box, keep continue your challenge, hacking challenges, practicing all these challenges for, I'll say, for 6 months to 1 year, so that you can get clear view of how machines, how a system works and how a person can hack those systems. So please make a note about it. I talked about networking. You can find course materials by searching on Google CCNA materials and programming. You can find any course over the YouTube. Start with Python. Python is one of the easiest scripting language, so you can start with the Python. Don't go for C++. If you are from technical background, you are already been learning C++. That is a very good thing for you. But people from non-technical background, you can start with Python because it's a very easy to understand. And at the same time, start with hack the box for both the people, technical people and non-technical people. Once you start with the CTF and done all this sort of researching and how things work, get a lot of clarifications of all these things. After some time, then you can start with the bug bounty. So what is bug bounty? We'll get into it. And after completing the CTF, let me put a point here. You might find a hell lot of ways to start a cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is it has a lot of subdivisions. You can go for malware researching, you can go for cyber forensics, you can go for auditing and compliance stuff, and you can go for pen testing. So hell lot of option. Once you complete all this CTF and all this stuff, you will find hell lot of career option that you can do. And I want to make another point here. Always make sure you stick with one thing. After completing the hack the box and CTF challenges, make sure you choose your right path, whether you want to be a pen tester, whether you want to be a malware researcher or a cyber forensic or whatsoever. Because why I'm saying all these career options are very much interesting. It will if you're curious enough, you will learn all these things. You want to explore all these things at the same time. But it's my personal experience. I have even explored all these different fields of career, but at the end, at a time, I felt like, okay, I don't know anything. I'm not expert in any particular domain. So this is very important to understand, because there's a quote called jack of all trades but master of none. So you have to build that. You have to be the master of that one particular field if you want to build a career option. So yeah, once you're done with this, and next you can start with the bug bounty. Bug bounty comes under pen testing. So we'll focus only on the pen testing, not all the other career options. So let's get into it. What is bug bounty? I think it's a very hot topic that goes around in today's all of the social media or internet. Bug bounty, there's a two word basically. There's one word called bug and there's another word called bounty. So let's understand what is bug. Bug is something, any kind of any weaknesses in a software or any particular software or device, or whatever you call, because it bug or risks are synchronized process. Where there is a risk and where there is an issue, there is a risk. So bug is basically a weakness in a program, in a weakness in a software. So people like us, cybersecurity people, we find that bug, we find that risk, and what we do, we sometimes report to the companies, or there's a lot of criminals who exploit it for their own purpose, for own fun purpose. So, and what is bounty? Bounty is basically reward. So yeah, one is risk or issue, and another is reward. So let's join this together and let's understand what it is all about. So there are a lot of companies nowadays, a lot of tech companies. Most of the tech companies have this bug bounty program. What is bug bounty program? Let me put it in a simple way. So suppose you are a cybersecurity researcher, you find bugs, you find weaknesses in computer system or applications. And how to do that? I told you just now. I told you, like, starting with CTF and all these things, you can understand how to get into and hack into any particular machine. So the company puts a deal on their website or their other platforms. It says that if any one of you can find a weakness or risk in our software, we'll pay you. And the pay doesn't mean always in the monetary part. It also like there are a lot of company who gifts you a lot of t-shirts, pen drives, a lot of things, and sometimes maybe they only acknowledges you, and there are a lot of companies who pays you a very good amount. So they put this kind of policy over there. Say if you want, if you can find a weakness in our system, come to us, report us. We'll give you, we'll acknowledge you, we'll appreciate your work. So that's a very good deal for the cybersecurity people. I mean, uh, I'm doing what I love to do, and with that I'm getting money out of it. So that's a very good deal. So that's why most of the people are jumping into bug bounty. And there are a lot of people who directly jumps into bug bounty. Now I will tell you what is the impact if you directly jumps into bug bounty and skip the first part, as I told you, like understand networking, programming, and CTF. So what's the impact that if you directly jumps into bug bounty? Although there are no barriers whether you want to start with the networking or directly jumps into bug bounty, there are no barriers in cybersecurity. That is a very beautiful thing about cybersecurity. So if you directly jumps into bug bounty, what happens? You can find a bug at a, at I mean, you might find a bug, 3 to 4 bugs, or at a particular time you will feel like I don't know much about things. So in here you have, I mean, people who have read about networking and programming, they can understand the softwares very precisely as compared to people who are directly jumping into bug bounty. Why? Because if you want to break something, you have to understand how these things are made up of. I mean, anything. If you want to break a lock, you have to understand the mechanism of how this lock, I mean, how this has been locked. All right. So that's the whole point and impact. What if directly jumps into bug bounty? So networking and programming, all these things are going to help you in a long run. It helps you to understand the softwares more precisely, more clearly. So that's the impact. And yeah, so we got understand what is bug bounty. Now how to start bug bounty? How you can start? You can find in a go to Google, you can find like a Facebook bug bounty program, or name any company. You will find their official bug bounty program in their website. Or else there are a lot of other companies that like bug crowd, hacker, and all these things. Pala will be talking about that part. So there are a lot of other companies who acts as a middleman between the companies and the cybersecurity researchers. So cybersecurity researchers submits the bug, and those company analyze those bugs and the potential bugs, and they send it out to the company saying that these are the vulnerability found by this guy. And after analyzing the company all these potential bugs, they give some reward to it. So this is how it works. And much detailed way about how where you can find these platforms, Pala will be talking about it. So that's a overview of what is a bug bounty and how you can start bug bounty. Also, once you start bug bounty, you might face a lot of difficulties because you might face with duplicacy. What do you mean by duplicacy? Because see, when you are starting, you're not going to find a high risk or the most advanced bugs or advanced vulnerabilities. You will start with very basic vulnerabilities, and most of the people even know about it. So what happens? Once you find that vulnerability, someone might be in somewhere already found that and already submitted to the company saying that this is a vulnerability, and you're submitting it again because it has not been yet fixed, is on the process of fixing. So the company will reject that bug saying it's a duplicate bug, or there's someone other guy already submitted that bug. So you have to deal with this duplicacy and non-eligible bugs for a few moments or few particular of time, because this is how you step into it. And people who have a patience and who who are, what do you say, that I forgot that word actually. If you are stubborn, yeah, if you're stubborn about learning, even though you're getting failed, or if the company is rejecting your bugs, if you still learning and still applying, still doing all this, you are going to win at at a point of life. So you have to deal with this duplicacy and these things, because we all have to deal with them, because this is how we learn, this is how we step into bug bounty. Because I have seen a lot of people saying I'm getting a lot of duplicacy. I don't know whether I even know about the bounty, whether I can do it or not. I might have not the potential skills. So people gets demotivated about it. So don't get demotivated. We all have to face all these things. So now if I'm talking about the bug bounty, so what are kind of bugs do this company prefers, or what kind of bugs do you find? So there is a called OAP's top 10. You can go and search it on Google. So OAP's top 10 is a standard category of different kind of bugs. So there is a bug with authentication. There's a bug with XSS. There is a bug with what do you call? Sorry, I forgot the code injection or OS injection. So there are a lot of categories of OAP's top 10. You can go and check it out. These are categories of bug. And yeah, this is all about bug bounty and how you can start with it. So there are a lot of platforms that Pallav is going to mention. You can go and check it out and you can find it out. And the next part is required skills. So what are the required skills for bug bounty and how you can build that? There's a very important thing that how you can required skills that you need for bug bounty, because you can say yeah, I have already did this, as you said, hack the box, CTF, so I already have the skills. No, you don't have those skills. Why? Let me tell you. If you are doing those challenges, yeah, if you're doing those challenges are only meant to be break. I mean, that is intentional to be get solved. That is intentional that there is some kind of bug there to get that challenges to be solved. And when you're dealing with bug bounty, you're dealing with the real life. You are on the battlefield. Okay, you are dealing with the real life security. So there's a very much difference between starting with the challenges and starting with the bug bounty. So you can take this challenges as like a simulation of real life attacks. Well, although the attacks are real life, but the bugs that you find are has been there intentionally. So required skills, your hack the box CTF challenges are not enough, because those are enough for starting a career as a cybersecurity to understand how things work. But as I told you, OAP's top 10, that is a must. You have to understand how to build up, how to learn all these skills. You can go and check the documents over there. Second thing I'll say, go and Twitter is the main hub for all the cybersecurity people right now. So you can go to Twitter and follow people from cybersecurity background and bug bounty hunters. So in Twitter, the experienced bug bounty hunters, they, as I said, write-ups, they post write-ups like how they have find a bug in that company or in another company or sort of things. So you can go and read about that and learn from them. And also you can, information security, I mean, the cybersecurity community is very much open. You can go and DM anyone saying, dude, I want to start my career as a bug bounty hunter. I have did this CTF challenges, but I don't know how to start it. People will guide you. So there's a very good thing about cybersecurity community. So you can go and find over there in the Twitter. So first thing is make sure you should follow all these people in the Twitter, because um, you won't be you don't need to find resources in the internet. You can find the raw resources from the people who have already doing it. And yeah, this Twitter. And another thing is there's a lot of other resources that Pala will be, I mean, we have in a slide, so Pala will show it to you. And yeah, I think that's the whole thing about bug bounty and how you want to start a career in cybersecurity. And in real life, what kind of tools that you use and how we report, that is going to be speak by the Pallab. And the last point I want to add here is as a bug bounty or what there are a lot of people who are making $1 million through the bug bounty. I mean, that's a real fact. You can go to HackerOne or you can go to Google and type it like $1 million bug bounty hunters. There are a lot of people, like 3 to 4 people, or I think a lot of people. I don't know about the exact figures, but you can go and find it about it. And people are making it as a full-time career. and this is very amazing. I mean, such kind of initiative that we have in cybersecurity is amazing. So yeah, that was all about from my side, and I want to I want to ask Palab to show us the real life tools that we use and how we report it to the organizations. Although we can't teach you like how to find bugs and all these things, because it will take a lot of time and it might not cover within 1 or 2 hour session. So we'll give a really small glimpse of how what are the tools that we use in bug bounty, and what is the process after finding any kind of bug, how we report it to them, how to report it to the company. So Palab, are you there? It's up to you. So I'm stopping my
Yeah,
sharing my screen,
uh,
so you can start it. Just give me a moment. I don't know what's wrong here.
everyone. Yeah, so Rajit,
Yeah.
thanks for let them know about how this process actually work. Okay. So yeah, so now I will go through like how to let me show you my screen first of all. Okay. Uh, okay. So now okay. So he actually explained how actually as a theoretical part how actually we can start like platform we are going to use, but like in real life scenario how this thing actually work. Okay. So first of all, what we actually need for bug bounty, like you need to learn about OWASP top 10 because OWASP top 10 that we are going to follow their methodology only. Okay. And yeah, tools and reporting and a platform, right? Tools you must need to find a bug. Reporting which will give you the bounty, that reward. We can say kudos, right? And platform, like yeah, you usually you have found a bug, right? But where to do your reporting? So where actually we have to submit our report. So this is the main thing, right? So I will go through and within practical example. So how this thing actually work? Okay. So yeah, for bug bounty, we have so many open source tool that we can utilize our testing phase. Okay, so now we have like a lots of tool available in internet. So they will not only going to help you in your bug bounty journey. So that will also help you if you are doing VAPT. Okay, VAPT, yeah, like suppose you are someday you will work as a VAPT analyst for for a corporate organization. So yeah, that time you also need to use that tools. Okay, so yeah, keep in mind this tool not only help you in your bug bounty career, so definitely help you in your VAPT phase, or yeah, if you are doing any web application or any Android application testing or like any networking testing. So yeah, this tool will definitely help you. So for bug bounty, don't think about only we have only web application. We have Android application, we have iOS, and we have API. Okay, so this I will cover some good tools for web application because yeah, this is how to you can start your beginner career. Okay, so web is like a good part from me to start your career as a bug bounty hunter. Like before, I want to tell you one thing. So don't spoil your all the time for bug bounty because I see lots of people they are only doing bug bounty for money, right? But yeah, I just I do let you know. So don't spoil your all the time for bug bounty. According to bug bounty, you just learn BAPT. Like BAPT will also cover like bug bounty stuffs. We can say vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Okay, so that we are going to do. Okay, so my screen is visible, right? Okay, uh, I have one website. Okay, so first of all, most let's okay. So most used tool in bug bounty. So most used tool that we have mostly I recommend you if you are working on web application, Suite, which is the most you can note it down. Suite, which is the most important tool for starting a bug bounty, or like along with suppose we are using barb, we can only do some like scanning, we can do some like a manual testing phase. Okay, right? But like we need to find out like before we are going to test against our target, we need to find out like subdomains, we need to extract all the URLs. Okay, because in an web application we have lots of URL. Okay, so like finding URL, which if we um, we have this web application, so like maybe it has lots of subdomains available, right? How actually subdomains are look like it has some subdomains are called admin. Okay, so like this is how actually subdomains look like. So yeah, we also need to find out subdomains, and yeah, we have to find out all the possible URLs from our targeted website, right? So yeah, let me on my Kali. Hope like how many you know like how many you comfortable with Kali, because I recommend you you can use Kali because Kali has already built in lots of tool for you. Okay, you can also find out the bar which is like we can say community version, and if you need you can install professional version. This may be like more advantage for you guys, right? Okay. So now the thing is we have a target, right? So this is like assume we have this our target. So we are going to test against this target, right? Let me maintain like a notepad, because this will yeah, whenever you are doing like testing against some web application or like any Android application or anything, always maintain a sheet. This will definitely help you to like map against your target. Okay, so I have a target which is called secreview.com, right? So now how can we find out that how many subdomains like includes with Sacramento. Okay. So let's we have like I will go through some most used tool, which is we can say CLI tool, like command line interface, right? But how can we do using some website? So we have a good platform. We can say pentesttool.com. Okay, so this has some lots of functionality that you can perform your scanning phase. Okay, so tools we can say like website scanner, URL fuzzer, SQL scanner. So this will scan against some common web application security. Okay, so yeah, let me like go and let me search like all the subdomains against our targeted web application. Okay, so now okay, so it will take some time to find out all the subdomains. Okay, so don't worry, we will do how actually we can start this thing, and we will do also reporting in live platform. Okay, so yes, so yeah, we got three subdomains. See, like blog and email, and this is the main domain, and which is behind we can say the server they are using Cloudflare. Okay, and some is the github.com, so this is hosted under github.com. So this is normal, we can do using using like a GUI. We can say this is a GUI. So why we need to go for GUI? So we have lots of tools which is available. Like if you are like doing subdomain scanning, so we have some tools like Subfinder. Okay, that I use mostly from my side. Okay, and we have Node.py, which is like a Python based like tool, and we can say we have Sublister that actually mostly used in nowadays. Okay, so let me show you how to like gather all the subdomains using some automation script. Okay. So now, like like okay, see, if I will go through like how to install this tool or how to how to actually configure this tool. So this webinar will be like more like it will be more long. Okay, so I will do, and I will go through some basic, like if you have any queries, okay, feel free to ask me. So we are always welcome. So don't be Okay, so yeah, now okay, my screen is visible, guys. Okay, let me some zooms for you. Okay, so let's see. Now we are going to find out the subdomains from our targeted site. So we have our target. Uh, okay, so now let's try Subfinder. This is a good tool, and we are using like let's say help. So how this tool actually work? So see, like it has a lots of flag. Like we can utilize our testing phase. Okay, like if you need to write your output in session, we have D. So a domain to find subdomains for. Okay, so here we are going to use D. D is like a, we are going to use flag to find out all the subdomains. Uh, okay, so subfinder D, and we have the subdomains. And why we so don't skip. So always like always save your output file, because this will, I already told that this will help you in your future testing phase. Okay, so I will use a O with a flag to save our output, and I will save all the subdomains in a text file. Okay, so sub finder.txt. So now this will look all the subdomains from from different platform. Okay, so it will first, and so now let us wait till the our, okay. So this we found see, like always focus, because see there we have found C subdomains, which is like some different, right? And here we have some different subdomains. So make sure you have used some different tool, because all the tool give you some different result, and try to gather all the subdomains. Okay, so now we see suppose I will go. Okay, let's see some, like I have to go. I will extract all the subdomains from facebook.com. Facebook.txt. Okay, then this will save inside facebook.txt file. So now it, okay, so we got a lots of subdomains from facebook.com. Okay, so we see Facebook, and like this is how actually subdomains looks like, right? So see, like here what actually happened. So like this is really difficult to find out the valid subdomains from all the list, right? Let me show you. Yep. Okay. So we have this all the subdomains, this all the respective subdomains from our targeted sites, right? So this all the subdomains. So now this is really really like some like this stuff, because we are unable to find out the valid subdomains, because not all the subdomains are valid, right? So here, how can we utilize our testing phase, right? So now we are going to utilize our testing phase using same tool. So here, what if we do subfinder like the facebook.com? Okay, then here we will use a pipeline, and we have another tool which is called httpx. So let me show you how httpx. Sorry. These tool are all the tools are open source, so you can normally use, like you don't need to pay anything. Just go and do installation. This is also a Golang tool. So lots of tools are available, which is Python and Go based. Okay, so we have HTTPX. So this tool, yeah, definitely. If you have trouble to installation, you can see the installation instruction. So you can simply do this thing. And if in YouTube, lots of videos are available for installation these types of tools. Okay, that will definitely help you. I have already attached some good resources for installation, or like if you have some troubleshooting. Okay, so now let's we have httpx tool, so to find out the all the valid subdomains from our Facebook. Okay, so here how can we utilize? So here we will use HTTPX. So suppose let me show you how HTTPX works. See, we have a lots of flag for HTTPX. Okay, so that we are going to utilize in our testing phase. Okay, so you will go through one by one and check like there how this tool work. Okay, filter status code. If we need to filter the status code, you can use this types of. And if you need to intercept in your proxy server, you can use these types of flag. So yeah, like lots of flag we have. So now what I will do, so I will use title. Okay, so I need to like extract the title name from like all the subdomains. So here I will use uh, okay, so then I will use to I will check for the status code, right? So I will use status then code. Now see how this tool will help you to find out the valid subdomains. Okay. Mm, see now, see. So how like this tool actually help us? So we can see this subdomain is 404. That means like there is a no any content. So this is like a client side error. That's 301. That means redirection. Okay. So this is how this tool actually help you to in your testing phase, which actually make more easy. Right. So now like skip this phase. I actually like this is the first that we can use how to actually we can use the tools for a bug bounty. And second, we have to use some scanning using nmap, because we need to also look up for their port. Okay, so here we can use nmap. So like how to use nmap, like let's see. Okay, well, so maybe you know about the nmap, so then we can also normally we can go and maybe they also have nmap. So I will normally use Harbos and this. So now nmap, what actually nmap will give us? So nmap will give us the services that are opened. Okay, so second you have to look for the services. So this also help you while you are doing testing. Okay, so this is like a normal introduction about the tools that we are going to utilize. Okay, then let it just wait for the result. And suppose we need to look all the URLs from our targeted website. So simply go, we have some tools which is called wayback URL. So if you like, maybe you are, if someone like what background from this, from bug bounty, or so maybe this is difficult for you. So you can normally search wayback URL. Okay. This is a really good tool to fetch all the URLs that from our targeted website. Okay, so see, this is how actually Webpack URL work. You can read their documentation. Okay, I will go and I will ask facebook.com for all the URLs they have actually. Okay, okay. So now see, let's wait for the result. So now it will ask facebook.com for all the URLs, and as a output we will get all the URLs from facebook.com. So yeah, like always keep in mind, we need all the we need all the all the, you can say URLs, we need all the services, we need how actually web application or technology they are using. So for web application technology, we can normally use some tool called what web. Okay, we can simply search facebook.com. Okay, what web will actually give you the like details about how this okay. So we got some IP, we got the headers they have actually. So we found some details, right? Okay, so you can also do this thing by installing, we can say this is Webalizer. Okay, Webalizer also give you like how this application actually will do it. So we can see they are using CDN Cloudflare, and they are using a web server as a Next.js. Okay, and they are using some JavaScript library. We can also check their version number. So this is how we can do our reconfess. This is actually comes like we can say is the information gathering process, right? Okay, so this taking something. Okay, see, we found some port number services from our targeted website. So you need to copy and you need to save this online scanning in your notepad as well, because this will really help you. So this is how you need to go one by one step while you are doing bug bounty hunting. Okay, so now the main you can say we have a bar. Okay, so I cannot actually cover all the tools, all the like because we have lots of more than we have 100 tools, which is not possible to cover here. Because this will take lots of time for me also for explaining, because you will not understand if I go like that only. So let me show you. Okay, most used tool, you need to use some subdomain finding tool that will help you to find the subdomains, and you have to use some URL extractor tool, and you have to use Barsuit. Okay, then we have OAuth, Zep if you are doing some automation, like which is comes under VA, like because we have VAPT, like VA is we are going to do vulnerability assessment, and PT mean penetration testing. Okay, now let's see okay, most useful like I will go most useful as we have barb. Okay, so barb is really is open source. You can if you have a Kali Linux, you can normally go in your application, like go to okay web application, and here you will see version, right? So normally open, this is nothing like lots of video available on YouTube, because this is like you need some time to learn about bulb, because we have some functionality like these are the functionality. Okay, uh, okay, because we have only like 1 hour for this webinar, so we need to actually we cannot go deeply. So yeah, maybe there is an opportunity for us so that we can cover more deeply in our next webinar. So I would like to request. Okay, so now let's talk about the platforms. Okay, so platforms we have like mostly like we have background, we have HackerOne, we have Sinek. For Sinek you need to have some good good reputation in background field, that only they will enter you in Sinek team. And for background, for HackerOne, for integrity, you can also do like reporting like without any issue. We have open bug bounty and many more open programs. Facebook also have their bug bounty program. If you have found any bug on Facebook application, you can normally report. Okay, so how? Let's go Facebook dot, we can see whitehead. So Facebook whitehead. Okay, just wait. Okay, so here you can normally if you found any bug in Facebook, so you can normally report here only. So see, like okay, see if you have found any bug in Facebook, or if you have found any bug in Instagram, so this all the scope. So always make sure you have to make proper attention on your scope phase, because if you are going to the out of scope, this bug will not accept as a valid bug. Okay, so yeah, so YouTube like Facebook also have if you go to Google also have their own bug bounty. So as I told, we have background. Okay. I'd like to recommend you. So how actually go, like we have a researcher portal. Click here, like you can do create your account here. So normally go and create your account, and you can start because it has let me show you from a different account. Just go here. Okay, see, this has lots of program. Okay, so suppose like suppose you have to start. So how actually you may be confused to how to start. So normally go, like we have some iPassport. Okay, click here. This is open for everyone. Click here and do and check their, sorry, okay, check their guidelines. Okay, so this like you have to test on their sign up functionality. Okay, and see, this is out of scope, so you cannot do test on this target, right? And always like focus, so they have already some focus area. You can go and check the documentation and okay, program rules. Okay, so program rules, and then you like go through the all the documentation, and if you want to, if you have found any valid bug, then go do submit a report and see. So according to your bug, if you have found any good bugs, according to your bugs, they will reward you $300 to $30,000. So this is how actually bug bounty world. Actually, we can say this is the bug bounty world. So this is how actually this thing work. Okay, so let me show you like a common example how to do reporting on like any platform. Okay, so now like if you have any trouble, so you can normally use some Google Doc in URL, and we have some like we can say bug bounty. So using Google Doc, see, like these are all the publicly available bug bounty like a program that we can, that anyone can do report. Okay, so you don't need like you don't need a strong knowledge, like if you think that you need a strong knowledge to like do bug bounty, so this is not. So you can start from like a basic, first of all, with like P5, so which are informative bug. Okay, so this is really really like easy to find. So you can normally go like you can do some reporting. So yeah, day by day you will learn lot of things. Okay, so now we have some like a bug C. So this is you don't need to go any you don't need to go for any platform. You can normally go and their website, and they have some, so you can normally do security report. Okay, so according to you, so this agreement will not affect your bug bounty reward, so they will definitely give you some reward for your findings. See, so minimum they are giving $300, right? So how to find like some good valid bug bounties? Simply do git bug bounty Google Doc. So I have a good list for people. See, like we have lots of dog. Okay, so you can go through. You can go according to it. Okay, so like see, like this all the dog that that will help you to find out the some valid programs from internet. So Google is your friend, right? So you can use Google to find out a valid program and do your report. Okay, so now let's see like I have a program. So this is like we have a target. Okay, so now how to do actually report. So I have a program. So now I will go normally like let test. Okay, sorry for like my what you can say my okay, wait. Sorry for my explanation, guys, because I'm not a good guy for explanation. Okay, I'm like a technical guy, so yeah, sorry for that. I had missed a lot of. Okay, so now we have a website that we see. This is like our program. Okay, so we can, so anyone can feel free to reach out to us to security. So we need to report if you have found any bug, so you can report through this email. Okay, so now what can I do? I will go through a normal bug that, let's see, which we can say like a passport, like forget, like we can say no limit on forget passport functionality. Okay, so like normally go like this is like a P4 bug. You can, if you can also try, if you have account, you can also do some forget. If you are want to start, so you can go do some no limit types of bug as a report, and let's see. Like this will give you a, yeah, power. Yes, I can do, right. So yeah, like I have like, let me, okay. So I will ask for forget passport link. So as basically what actually do, if like as a normal user you are asking for like forget passport, like, okay, so this will give you a forget passport link. So now you will click that link and you will able to reset your passport. Okay, that you have already forgot your passport. Okay, so now what, as a tester, what you will do, so you need to do find out some loopholes on this form. Okay, so now I will do, and I will intercept this request using barb, right? So this is barb. How actually this barb will help us? Okay, so see, like let me show you. See, like how see, as a normal user, we normally want to like web application, and we normally request for a passport. Like, okay, so now we have, so it actually give us the, yes, we have sent you a reset passport link. Okay, but as a tester, what we actually do, so we will intercept and we will like check their request, their response of this, how in backend, how this application actually work. Okay, see, this is like they have some headers, they have some like a recent, okay, so see, this is like from API. So we see like we are requesting from like their server, but the request came from some another site. Okay, which is their subdomains. Okay, let's check for some like node and limit types of issue, and we will do report against this issue in live. Okay, so now I will do, and I will normally go and clear it, and I will do like so let's use a null. Don't be confused, guys. I just my motive is to show you how to do a report actually. Okay, uh, because this is a really a big concept. If we'll go through the how, what is noded limit, so this is a really big topic. Okay, so I will ask for 100 passport link in my email. If you need to, you can also ask for 1000 passport link. Okay, so I will only ask the server to give me a 100 passport reset link, and do and start the attack. Okay, see, we got some 200 response. That means yes, maybe this is vulnerable. We got, okay, yes, 200. Always keep look on the response. Like just forget about this thing, because for response you need to learn, like we have lots of response code that always keep in your mind, like we have 1002 to 500. Okay, so yeah, I will share some research. Like if I can, I will also share some research on our on that WhatsApp group. So let's see. So now let's navigate to my Gmail account. Let's see. Okay, this is let me see. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, I also okay. I will show you some like good resources for how to do this thing. So don't worry. Like stay in tune. I will give some good resources for you guys. Um, okay, that's let me sense my mail. Mm, okay, see, till now we got 33 passport reset link. Yes. So now the impact. So yeah. So yeah, normally we found like yeah, we actually request to a server using some tool, which we can say Barb. So now it actually requesting to server give like okay. So this is like a little slow down. Okay, so no issue. We'll got 100 passport resettling in our mailbox. So step first wait, but the impact. So first of all, like impact. So how this bug will impact to their platform, right? So like I am like so like this how this actually impact. So you can say if they are using some like API service, so this will really cost and this will really lost their financial. Okay, and second is we can flood any user mailbox, and this is also possible for those. So we have a three impact. Okay, so yeah, uh, wait for the solution. Okay, see now till then we found 49 like passport reset link. So yes, this is like now suppose here now I am testing against my like my application like my account. Okay, like if I will set uh, if here I will set as a victim email, so what will happen? A victim will get more than here I only used like only 100 passport reset link. So if I will use 1000 or 2000 passport link, so it will really crash a victim mail. So one victim will get unlimited mail, okay, from their respective domain. So this is like how can we actually test against these types of issue, and this is as a legally we are going to report against their company. So this is how actually bug bounty. So because you found this bug, and they will give you some reward and some appreciate or some kudos. Okay, so this is how actually bug bounty work. So now let me show you like I will write a report for them. So like here I will go and do compose, and yeah, I request you if you will maintain some word, so this will really good. So go and use like two. Okay, so here subject you use like uh security vulnerability. Okay, and like no red limit. Okay, so then you can use hello security team. I found no red limit on forgot functionality. Okay, so like this is like okay, see let me okay, so the limit of the request section, user can request forgot passport. Okay, so I found like forget passport I like I found no red limit on forget passport functionality. So which allow an attacker to misuse this vulnerability. Okay, and then you can explain a little description. Okay, so wait a little description. So like then you have to do what, then you have to use impact. Okay, then you have to use like mitigation how they can fix this issue, right? Then you have to do sorry okay, then you have to attach that like okay, do a screenshot of this section. Okay, do a screenshot and normally attach like so okay, attached your screenshot here and like thank you. So this is like how this like you if you have any trouble to writing a report, so you can do Google. Okay, so no issue, normally go hacker one and do no red limit. So you will find out lots of report regarding these types of issue, which is publicly available, and you can understand how this thing actually work. So yeah, HackerOne is also a good platform to learn. Like like some report disclose. So see, for node limit on forget passport, he found in NordVPN. So he got a reward of $500. Okay, so you can normally go and do some rate limiting algorithm used to check like that, and you can use some like you can copy also this thing and do a description. Okay, so so then you can use the impact and you can use the mitigation. So see, so this how actually reporting team work. Okay, so hope you get some little about this bug bounty, so how this thing actually work, right? So I recommend you can firstly, if you are new, you can go to background, you can go to HackerOne. So they have a lots of program. Okay, because for integrity you cannot join for now, because you need must good reputation to join integrity. Sorry, yes, for Sinex and integrity. You can also go for integrity, and yes, from my side, I can recommend you. You can go if you want to to bug bounty, go background and HackerOne, mostly I prefer. Okay, and you can find out all the open program that I have told using some Google Doc like in URL. So this how this thing actually work. Okay. Now the thing. Okay, so how to report a bug and how to improve your reporting skill. To improve your reporting skill, I recommend you check okay, you found an node limit bug. Okay, so you can go check. See, we have lots of bug for node limit. See, so you can check there all the bugs and you can write it in your own copy, and you can try to understand it, so how this thing actually work, and try to give your own best also. Okay, so I don't recommend you to copy their copy their report like their description. You can give their your own opinion. Okay, because your own opinion is the best. Okay, and then improve your reporting skills. So improving your reporting skill is yeah, I already told you have to use some good sections like a description, you have to use the impact, and you have to use the reproduce to steps. So this thing cover how actually you found this bug. Okay, so you need to actually reproduce your bug here. Okay, so yes, hope this may clear your doubt. See, I have found 100 no sorry 100 passport reset link on my email. Okay, so yeah, this site is vulnerable for no red limit. Now, okay, we have what for next resources you should follow. I would like to for you can go Infosys write-ups. I will definitely share this PDF. Sorry, okay. See, for Infosys write-up, we have lots of authentication bypass easy P1 in 10 minutes. Okay, so we have one-time code bypass. So this has lots of there are report that already found by some good researcher. Okay, so they have give their journey how they actually found this bug. We have info story. Okay, okay, and we have a pen tester lane. I will show you how pen tester lane write up. Normally go here, so you will find out the good and best write-ups from C according from 2012 to 2001. So okay, I have also they have also published some of my write-up that I found. Okay, so let me show you. So let's see, I recently found a bug which is stop me to stop more than 10,000 user to get their job notification. So according to, if you are looking for any no red limit bug, normally go to found no limit. So yeah, we, it has lots of reports. Okay, so if because right now most of people like to find out some excesses related bug, you can find out some excesses here. So yes, this like keep in mind, this is really a good to learn about bug bounty. Okay, and for YouTube, I recommend you. Let me show you YouTube. Okay, uh, we have Hamsek. He is a really good bug bounty hunter. So you can also follow him on Hamsek. Let me show. Okay, see. It's actually like how to do recon actually. So how to actually use those tools that I have explained you. So we need to find out the URLs. We need to do this thing. Okay. So how to do and how to use those tools. So he has actually some good like we can say like 1 hour of video. So you can definitely learn a lot of thing from him also. And we have stock. Okay. And like I have Etas and we have yeah Farah. We can show bug bounty. Maybe his name is Farah. Yes, this girl also explained all the bugs like in actually in like with a practical scenario. So this you can also follow her also. Okay, and yes, from my side, I just like to update some tools that I actually love most because I actually basically I do some automation. Yeah, like I just like to do automation more than manually. So you can go also like cyber UF if you want to learn some base tool. Okay, because we have like we have some team, so they actually work some like how to find like accesses like so this I have some good videos for only tools. Okay, if you want to learn some tool you can go here, and if you have any recommendation you can ask me of like through it. I will definitely cover this for next. So yeah, this is how this thing actually work. So hope guys you understood how actually bug bounty work. Okay, and the main thing is you need to do research, you need to do learn, and you need to do like passion, right? So don't be yeah, lots of people like failed in their bug bounty journey because like when I actually started my bug bounty journey, so I just failed for like sometime but like actually do lots of hard work, and I am able to like globally like, I want to make my name as a globally top to 40 security researcher along with more than 2 or 3 lakh people. Okay, so now I am currently 240 rank on Backrowd platform, and I basically do bug bounty when I actually get free because I am a professional information security analyst. So I have lots of work in my in work schedule, so I cannot manage lots of time for my side. So if you have any query, always feel free to ask me on like let me show you on my LinkedIn. Sorry. So you can go and you can ask me if you have any query. So like always free. And like now I would like to let me show some. Okay, so now I would like to request Subhajit. He is also a like awesome bug bounty hunter. Like he's also a trigger team for Hacker1. Okay, okay. So please Subhajit, if you have any, and I would like to all the guy if you have any like any query or any like if you have something want to know, so please ask. So Subhajit will like explain you about it. Thank you.
Uh, Thanks, Pallab. Thanks for this, great practical sessions. It was really amazing. Um I don't have anything to say, but I just wanted to keep a one point. People, there are might be people who have got confused, like looking into a lot of technical details on these things. But no worries, everything, even we started from scratch, so don't worry about it. Just you need to start yourself, and everything will keeps going on his own. So yeah, that is the only point I wanted to add. And Is there any kind of questions that I would love to answer? So please let me know. You can put in a chat box so that we can, look into it.
I hope they don't have any question for us, right? Okay. So, for today, this is all. I hope there is a or another webinar. Maybe if we can go some deeply and we can cover some good topics like OAP's top 10, because this will definitely take a lots of time to explain in deeply. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining this session. This is very good, and I would like to thank Unsung Crackers for inviting us, me and Subhajit. Thanks, guys.
Thank you both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for joining in, and thanks Arpit and everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Subhajit sir, please stop the recording and just share it with me on